ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be touring the WW1 Italian Army. Before we get into the video, you guys must be wondering how was my day yesterday. So yesterday was my birthday, and as you guys didn't know, which probably y'all didn't, but yesterday was my birthday. Went to a show at Murray's Dinner Playhouse, which is one of many attractions here in North Little Rock, Arkansas. And I went to see Footloose the musical, watched, and I'm wearing my Footloose shirt that I had since yesterday. So basically I slept in this shirt. But anyway, I had fun. My partner, or basically my girlfriend, came over. We ate cake, opened presents, mostly got a bunch of clothes and a few Little Nightmares stuff and everything, which was all awesome. Yeah, I had a really nice day yesterday. Now, that's basically it. Also, please stay tuned for later in the video for announcements on the Armament collection update series, because there's going to be some stuff that's very important we're going to be playing through. But anyway, let's move on now to the tour of the WW1 Italian Army. WW1 Italian Army that I have here on display contains about 85 soldiers in total. You see that there are two variants of colors, which are green and blue. Let me explain further. The blue soldiers were just ordinary army men from an old Zombies vs. City Defenders set from Walmart back in 2011 or 12, and I just used them as my WW1 Italian soldiers for the first few years, and still use them to this day. As for the green soldiers, if you will remember the WW1 Balkan Army sets video I did, these were Italian armies and plastic branded soldiers that I said were copies of the WW1 French sets that had just changed colors but still had the same poses. I will link that video in the description for those who are new or haven't seen it. The weapons of these soldiers vary from Carcano rifles, Beretta pistols, and Chicot light machine guns. A little interesting fact about this army, in particular during the beginning to middle stages of World War I, they were once allies with Austria-Hungary and Germany, but they decided to declare neutrality when the war broke out. But then the United Kingdom and France would come to Italy, which at the time was a monarchy, to aid them on their counteroffensives within the Balkan region against Austria-Hungary. But within a couple of years later, and promised of granting them more territory if they won. But unfortunately, despite winning the war, Italy would suffer with crippling debt and would later be the first nation to introduce political ideology about nationalism to a strong degree that would inspire another leader in world history to begin another war. Okay, so the announcements for the Armament collection update series are: one, like I said previously in my other videos, I'm probably going to be doing this in parts, but sometime within this week and next week, I will be doing my historical army first, and then the week after next, I do the Armament Universe armies, and then my other armies that I have been collecting, since I have never really introduced them a lot often. So this is going to be like a huge Armament collection that I'm going to be showing you guys, and I hope that you will enjoy. I know that and speaking of music, speaking of those videos, I usually would put national anthems to represent each nation, but I probably wouldn't be doing that as of right now because of copyright and a bunch of other issues. So probably just gonna have like background music and the soldiers in the armies, numbers, vehicles, and stuff like that. That's basically how it's going to be run. But like I said, it's going to be like historical armies first, then my Armament universe, and then my other armies that I have been collecting. So without further ado, that's basically it for announcements. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends or family, and try to help me reach 700 subscribers. And if you guys also want to wish me a belated happy birthday, you are free to do so by liking the video and showing support. Well, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.